Hello everyone, this is Benyarko again, bringing you another lesson in African piano and jazz piano techniques. Today I'm going to be doing a continuation of my minor Barry Harris six diminished chords. And again, for those who are new to my videos on Barry Harris methods, I would recommend checking out my playlist. All you have to do is just enter K Benyarko in the search list and Barry Harris method or K Benyarko and six diminished scale explained. So we tackled the major ones, and then we're gonna do the minor six diminished scale. And this time I'm going to actually do the drop two minor six diminished scale and explain what it is. So let's go over the six diminished scale, harmonized again, just the scale by itself, right? And we talked about how it's eight note scale, the bebop scale, right? The major bebop scale, and it's made because the players of bebop played in eight notes, or jazz is played usually in eight notes, and so they wanted a scale to make it a kind of symmetric scale. So to harmonize that, we had the major six, the diminished, D diminished, major six, D diminished, major six, D diminished, major six, diminished, back to major six, right? And that's exactly how you harmonize the scale of chords. And I talked about how various songs, jazz songs especially, use those, harmonizations. Okay. Now another way to harmonize will be a drop two, and this I'm talking about major right now. So the drop two is if you have your major six, right? You take away the second to last note and you put in the bass line. Okay, and this is how the scale sounds. Okay, right? So again. Okay, I'm gonna do that again, very slowly. And all I did there was to take the second to last note, put it in the bass line, and harmonize the scale of chords. Right? And we talked about learning how to do all those in your 12 keys. Right? Now, a lot of songs use the major harmonization. I use the song "I Should Care." And a lot of other songs use that harmonization. So the minor bebop scale is kind of similar. The only difference is that there is a minor or E flat, so it's a C minor six and a D diminished. So the scale by itself will sound like this. Okay, you have a C minor six, D diminished, C minor six, right? D diminished, C minor six, D diminished, C minor six, D diminished, back to C minor six. Now I like to play it in octaves to harmonize it, just like I did the major one. So we have C minor six, D diminished, C minor six, D diminished, C minor six. Same kind of deal. Now the drop two, so it's similar in this harmonization. All you do is take the second to last note, put it in the bass line, right? Second to last note. If we play this, second to last, we play the harmonization. Second to last note will be the A. So we're playing octaves in the end, and doing that. So if we put the second to last note on the bass line, this is how it would sound, you know. And like I said, it's very similar to the major block chords, right? And all you're doing, and let's do that again, okay? So very simple. That's the chord by itself. We take in second to last note, put in the bass line, right? And that's how you harmonize the minor sixth diminished scale. All right, that's a drop 2 version. Now these chords are very important when it comes to harmonizing, and you know you can harmonize a lot of songs that way, and be very creative. You know, and you know, always pick a standard that you're familiar with. You know, even if you do something like How High the Moon, or How High the Moon, you know, where you have right a lot of drop 2s in there. You know, you could be creative and experiment with different sounds. You know, and so you know, use those harmonizations, drop 2 harmonizations. You know, and just come up with your own creative things. Again, this K Benyarko again, bringing you another lesson in jazz piano techniques. I hope you guys stay tuned for more lessons. If you need to get to me, my website is kbenyarkomusic.com and my email is kbenyarkomusic@gmail.com. Thank you.